All right, so welcome to AM Mechatronics class. PM students are welcome. Um, a couple of things that I'd like to have you guys do, and I would really appreciate it if you would do it like today. I'd like you to do a little Flipgrid, um, and and honestly, I'd like this to be kind of like a recruiting video. And so, say your name, first name, practice, not saying your last name, first name, and then basically, what did you like about this class? What was it that you liked, and why did you like that? What was the hardest and most challenging topic, and what did you like best? And those actually could be, number 3 and 4 could actually be the same thing. The hardest thing you did, but it was the most fun, right? And then what would you tell, future mechatronics students, or even the past you, right? As you're getting ready to take this class, what did you hope to get out of it, and how would you have been better prepared if what would you have done to better prepare to be ready for this class? So that kind of idea of like, telling a future student, why they should take this class. So I'd really appreciate that. I might use some of that material in some promotional recruiting video stuff that I'm going to put together for next year, years after. So please do that. I'm going to keep this updated, although right now it's way out of date. I haven't updated it, but I will later today with a number of things that came into my email feed over the weekend of some stuff that's going on this week and next week. And so there's lots of stuff that you could be doing. So check out these events. Like I said, it's out of date, and I'll update it with new stuff. I really need to make this be an automatic thing, and that's one of my goals this summer is learn enough PHP and JavaScript and MySQL to be able to like have an easy form where I can just like put in the pertinent data, hit enter, and it just goes and automatically updates the database that then automatically updates a page, so the page is just like always up to date. And if anybody would like to like help with that kind of project this summer, I am totally game for getting you into a project where you learn some PHP and JavaScript and MySQL and be able to like pull stuff off databases. And with that said, that's kind of what our next assignment is. So 2 things. One, if you're still working on different Python labs from before, keep working on them, right? I mean, the goal for me is that you learn Python and you learn it well. And so, definitely keep working on the assignments, go back and see what you're missing and work on those. Go to there's Python for Everyone, and check out the all the different lessons and figure out, oh, I need to do that lab on functions, or I need to do that lab on strings still, or the ones on files. And so you can always go back and look at that particular chapter, watch those videos that Dr. Severance has put out, and read through his documentation as you tackle those labs that I've given you. But with that said, what I want you to work on really now till the end of the year is some basically web services, object-oriented programming, databases. So the web services is basically just how are we talking to the web? Like, for example, how do you get data from Twitter, right? And pull data in and be able to then manipulate that data, things like that. Object-oriented programming. When people talk about object-oriented programming, they're really talking about just data structures, right? And really what that ends up being is lists, dictionaries, and tuples. And dictionaries and tuples are practically the same, except the tuples have some different restrictions to them on what you can manipulate and change. But the idea is you build these structures, and then you use those structures over and over again, like a database of first name, last name, email, address, that kind of stuff. And it's a structure so that when you use that structure, you're always pulling that same kind of data or producing that same kind of data. And so that's how we end up using that for databases. And so the idea here is that the next little bit that I want you to think about and how to do some stuff is, how can we actually pull data and do something. And so with that, one of the assignments that I want you to start thinking about after you have basically gone through chapter 3 or 13, 14, and 15, right, and watch those videos and kind of got a feel for and start playing with some of the code that's in those chapters. I want you to think about creating a database, right, using kind of the MySQL calls that'll basically have a list of names of students. It'll have, and that'll be the rows, and then you'll have the columns will be probably two fields, maybe a few more, and basically the idea was that one of them will be a status value of pick or don't pick this student, and then a integer value. And my goal here is that we create I want to create an app, and I want you guys to help me do that. Hey, guess what? It's time for school. Actually, school ended. That class is over. And the idea here is that I want to create a database of a list of student names that can be randomly picked, and then once they're picked, based on the user input, to then change their status to don't pick, and then basically randomly pick students through this until we've picked all the students, and then we reset and start picking again. And so anyway, if you want more information about that after you've done all your other assignments, caught up, then send me a Slack request, and I'll give you some much more detailed instructions on what I want you to do. All right, last thing, 8-bit computer. Again, Randy's going to be sending out, some contact with you guys, just making sure what your plans are, whether you're going to work on the 8-bit computer or not. If you're not, then I definitely want to arrange to come pick those up. But if you are, and I want you to make it a summer project, we're happy with doing that, and I'm going to support you guys over the summer doing some stuff like that. All right. So last thing that I want you to think about is, what are your plans? And so not only do I want you to think about what your plans are, but I would like to actually get a feel for your plans. And so I've been saying I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do this by tomorrow. So in tomorrow's blog entry, there'll be a link to basically a quick survey of what I'm expecting, a survey on what you're doing, so I have an idea of what you're doing, so that maybe I can better support you. Some of you need references for jobs. Please reach out. I'm happy to do that kind of stuff. References for internship applications or college applications, those kinds of things. So please reach out for that kind of stuff. And then I would like you to, and I'm going to do another kind of call to action. If you haven't already connected with me on LinkedIn, please do that. If you have connected me on LinkedIn, go look at your old emails. I probably sent you a request to join two groups. One is kind of like my alumni Mechatronics group, and the other one is job opportunity group, where I post, internship opportunities that pop up, job opportunities that pop up. And that's really the place that I'm going to post that kind of stuff, right? Rather than just blasting an email out to everybody, I'm going to send it to people who actually join that group who want to learn about those opportunities. So if you've connected with me on LinkedIn, but you can't remember or can't figure out if you're in a group like that, just send me a LinkedIn request saying, hey, I would like to, number one, be on the alumni, group where I'll send out stuff, probably not once a week, but every couple of weeks I'll send something out on that. and then any job opportunities. So, all right. With that, any questions? Hey, Carson, see you joined. Any questions?
I'm good.
Flashbacks. What does that mean?
From the bell.
Where did we talk to Randy? Like, when did we talk to Randy about the 8-bit computer?
So Randy, I've been bouncing stuff back and forth with Randy. He's been saying, no, I'm going to send mail to the students. And he's really apparently going to do it, today, tomorrow kind of time frame to just connect with you guys. But Carson, the real question is, what do you want to do with the 8-bit computer, right? If you want to make that a summer project, we are happy to have that be a summer project. But at the end of the day, you have to figure out, what your plan is, because you all have like $300 worth of like my equipment, right? And and eventually either you're going to work a deal out with Randy and keep it, or you're gonna return it. And I'm happy for you guys to like keep it, but you have to like finish it. You have to do it. You have to build it, and do something. But that can totally be a summer project. So so again, think about that plan that you have, and do you want to finish it over the summer? Because basically at the end of the summer, especially if you haven't worked on it, we're going to come pick it up. But you don't have to make that decision like right this second, but you have to think about it. And if you go, you know what, it was fun, but I'm just not going to do it, let us know, and we'll come pick it up. But otherwise, hang on to it and stay tuned. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna have a call, basically a call, office hour / mentoring time frame. All summer long, I'll do something maybe once a week, just to touch base. But definitely, I'll be monitoring the Slack channel. So both my Mechatronics Slack channel and the Focus on Foundations 8-bit computer Slack channel. So if you're not on those, please get on those, and we can certainly support you guys over the summer. So, all right, questions. All right, like I said, I want you guys to the one of the main things I want you to do today is Flipgrid. Go check the Flipgrid out and do a Flipgrid. Thinking you are my recruiting student, and you're going to be the awesome student recruiting my next year students. And so give me some feedback on what you thought about the class. Anyway.
So is the Mechatronics Slack channel on the blog?
Yeah. So I did put this link here should go to the Mechatronics Slack channel. Let me know if it doesn't let you in. Everyone should have an invite, so when they show up, either with your personal email, and I would do it with your personal email, you should be able to show up on this Mechatronics Slack channel. And the 8-bit one, I think, is linked right down here. Yeah, right down here. This Focus on Foundation Slack channel. And you should all have invites to that one as well, and be able to jump onto this. And this is awesome because people ask questions, and Maya jumps on and answers all the questions, and so it's pretty awesome. Sometimes even before Randy and I get a chance to get on there. And so now, as you guys get some experience, someone asks a question, you go, oh, I just finished that section, and you can give them feedback and really help each other. So those two channels are available. Let me know if you have trouble getting onto them. I can get new invites out from them, but you should be able to get onto that. I think that your Metro Ed emails should work all the rest of the summer. I'm not sure when that gets turned off, but think about that as well. If you've got stuff up on your Google Classroom, that you want to go pull down any files up on your Google Drive that's attached to your Metro Ed account, please do that. I'll actually put that in the blog tomorrow and make sure you remind you guys to get that stuff, because at some point you're going to lose access to that. And that's why all through the year I've been saying, hey, for stuff that you want to have, access to, please use your personal emails. One of the things you can do with the MetroEd account is you can share that drive with a personal account. You can share it and then pull down, make a copy of those files that you want. Because, like I said, at some point you're going to lose access to that file. All right. Last chance. Any questions?
I'm good.
All right. Okay. Any questions in the chat? No. All right then. So, thanks for coming to class today. Keep working on your Python assignments. Ask me any questions that you want through email or text or Slack. Slack is probably the best. With that, see you later.
Bye, Mr. Burnham.
Bye.
Whisper.
Bye, Mr. Burnham.